Get ready for a news blitz that's shaping the future. Happening now. Google is making massive moves, dropping a staggering $750 million investment to supercharge partner development in Agentic AI, sparking alliances and enterprise license deployments across consulting, software, and private equity. This isn't just a product launch. It's a full-scale channel strategy execution, fundamentally resetting how tech vendors compete for AI-first partners with groundbreaking deals involving Accenture, Deloitte, and Salesforce, fundamentally embedding Google's AI infrastructure into the core operations of global industry leaders.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
But that's not all. On Capitol Hill, Representative Chantal M. Brown is championing a greener future with the introduction of H.R. 8474, the Neighborhood Tree Act of 2026. This vital legislation aims to boost tree planting and maintenance in underserved urban communities, establishing a dedicated neighborhood tree fund and ensuring broader representation on the National Urban and Community Forestry Advisory Council to foster equity and improve our cityscapes. Now, turning to a critical local crisis. The King County Regional Homelessness Authority is facing intense scrutiny as a forensic audit reveals they cannot account for a staggering $13 million in taxpayer funds. With people dying on our streets, the question is stark. Are we taking this seriously? Host Charlie Harger of Seattle's Morning News is demanding answers about sloppy record-keeping and a negative cash position, questioning the very foundation of the agency's approach and urging a demand for accountability. And finally, a beacon of hope in the fight against cancer. Christine M. Lovely, a leading voice at the American Association for Cancer Research Annual Meeting, shared incredible insights on groundbreaking advances in pancreas cancer, the transformative power of AI in research, and remarkable scientific progress. She highlights a pivotal 2026 for breakthroughs, alongside a dedicated AACR team for orchestrating this vital event. Don't miss a moment of these groundbreaking stories. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Google has ignited a seismic shift in the enterprise AI landscape, with a colossal $750 million investment earmarked for its partners' Agentic AI development. This aggressive move, detailed in an April 2026 announcement, signifies a strategic pivot to solidify Google's Gemini platform as the preeminent Agentic AI solution across the consulting, software, and private equity sectors. Unlike traditional channel programs focused on volume incentives, this initiative directly funds the creation of proprietary intellectual property within Google's partner ecosystem, fostering a co-development model rather than a mere distribution arrangement. Key alliances formed include Accenture establishing a dedicated Gemini enterprise business group for AI-powered transformation, and Deloitte creating a similar group while procuring 100,000 Gemini enterprise licenses. McKinsey will deploy Gemini Enterprise company-wide and access early-stage Google DeepMind models, while BCG enhances its Google Cloud partnership for enterprise-wide agent adoption. Vista Equity Partners will accelerate Gemini deployment across its extensive portfolio companies, leveraging fund-level governance to compress adoption cycles. On the software front, Salesforce is integrating Agentforce agents natively into Gemini Enterprise, and Atlassian will embed Google's AI infrastructure and Gemini models into its Rovo product. SAP is also deploying multi-agent AI for marketing workflows. This strategy strategically embeds Google's AI infrastructure into critical partner operations and client workflows, making displacement exceptionally challenging. The scale and coordinated nature of these partnerships are setting a new benchmark, compelling competitors to reevaluate their own channel strategies. Analyst Tiffany Bova of the Futurum Group highlights this as a move from a traditional vendor-partner distribution model to a strategic co-development relationship, particularly resonant with the emergence of frontier partners who possess original AI IP and employ senior technical talent. The formation of business groups by major consultancies like Accenture and Deloitte mirrors the lab structure, identified by Channel YouTube research, indicating a move towards technically elite teams deploying proprietary AI-led frameworks. This concentrated commitment from top-tier firms signals a rapid market consolidation, with the business group model emerging as the new standard for strategic alliances, potentially marginalizing partners unable to achieve such structural integration. The integrations with Salesforce, Atlassian, and SAP create a vital interoperability layer, positioning Gemini as the connective AI tissue across a wide range of enterprise platforms. The Vista Equity Partners' involvement introduces a novel and scalable distribution channel, particularly for the mid-market, by institutionalizing AI adoption mandates at the fund level. This approach not only accelerates Gemini's reach, but also generates valuable performance data, reinforcing AI readiness as a key valuation factor for future investments. Washington, D.C. Representative Shontel M. Brown has introduced groundbreaking legislation aimed at revitalizing urban landscapes and fostering environmental equity. H.R. 8474, dubbed the Neighborhood Tree Act of 2026, was officially received on April 23, 2026, and already boasts 5 co-sponsors. This pivotal bill seeks to significantly boost the planting and upkeep of trees in urban areas nationwide, with a pronounced focus on underserved and economically challenged communities. Amending the Cooperative Forestry Assistance Act of 1978, the Neighborhood Tree Act establishes a dedicated neighborhood tree fund to finance these crucial initiatives. Key findings within the bill underscore the profound benefits of urban forests, from mitigating environmental hazards to enhancing public well-being. Furthermore, the legislation mandates changes to the National Urban and Community Forestry Advisory Council, expanding its membership to ensure greater representation from smaller towns and low-income areas. The Secretary of Agriculture will be tasked with administering the Neighborhood Tree Fund, directing resources towards projects that promote equity and strengthen urban forestry in vulnerable populations. Substantial appropriations are authorized to bolster these efforts, signaling a strong commitment to addressing environmental and public health disparities across the nation. A forensic audit of the King County Regional Homelessness Authority, KCRHA, has revealed a staggering inability to account for $13 million in taxpayer funds, sparking outrage and calls for drastic action. Host Charlie Harger of Seattle's Morning News on KIRO News Radio likened the situation to a scene from HBO's Succession, where a patriarch declares his inept children not serious people. This sentiment is echoed by Harger, who states that the failure to track millions intended for those suffering on the streets demonstrates a profound lack of seriousness from the KCRHA's leadership. The audit uncovered sloppy record-keeping and delayed reimbursements, contributing to a negative cash position nearing $45 million. While outright fraud wasn't found, auditors noted the poor record-keeping makes it impossible to rule out. This revelation comes as people continue to die on Seattle's streets, highlighting what critics call a systemic failure to prioritize genuine solutions over bureaucratic self-preservation. Harger argues the KCRHA's philosophy of waiting for individuals in the grips of addiction to seek help is fundamentally flawed, contrasting it with a serious approach that would actively steer people toward detox and treatment. He describes the KCRHA as a textbook example of the homeless industrial complex, where agencies and politicians profit from managing the crisis rather than ending it. Budget records indicate Seattle and King County have funneled over $260 million into the agency between 2022 and 2024. Local officials, including King County Council member Rod Dembowski, have called for the agency's dissolution, while Seattle City Council members Bob Kettle and Maritza Rivera expressed outrage. Mayor Katie Wilson stated all options are on the table. Harger questions the timing of this shock, noting that the KCRHA was established in 2019 and has been receiving substantial funding for years. He points to a structural issue within the region's governance, where a single party's dominance may have reduced oversight and accountability, turning watchdogs into cheerleaders. Ultimately, Harger suggests that taxpayers and voters also share responsibility for not demanding greater accountability. He reiterates his long-standing criticism that the system is more focused on its own survival than on achieving tangible results for those in need. With $13 million missing and lives still being lost, the current leadership's delayed reaction draws a parallel to the failing upward characters in Succession. The American Association for Cancer Research, AACR, annual meeting has just concluded, showcasing a period of explosive innovation and progress in cancer medicine and research. Dr. Christine M. Lovely, a distinguished figure in oncology and a member of the AACR Board of Directors, expressed her profound enthusiasm on LinkedIn, describing the event as amazing and humbling. She highlighted the sheer volume of advances presented and the collaborative spirit among leading researchers, noting that learning alongside brilliant, funny, and fiercely dedicated colleagues amplified the experience. While specific details regarding 2026 and its significance were not elaborated in the provided context, the emphasis on the rapid evolution of the field is clear. Dr. Lovely extended her gratitude to Alice Shaw, Michelle Paul, Lillian Siu, Keith Flaherty, Margaret Foti, and the entire AACR team for orchestrating an outstanding program. Looking ahead, researchers are urged to mark their calendars for AACR 27, scheduled to take place from April 2nd to April 7th, 2027, in Orlando, Florida, signaling continued momentum in the fight against cancer.